Ace and Seren were excited to start their day in the park, where they noticed something interesting. Their shadows were really long. As they knelt down to touch their shadows, Ace and Seren wondered what made them so long and stretchy. And they started to explore and learn. As they looked up at the sun, and then back at their shadows, Ace and Seren started to understand the magic of shadows and how they are created. And they felt happy and excited to have learned something new. As they stood together, Ace and Seren's shadows became one, symbolizing their special bond and friendship. And they felt happy and content. Ace and Seren were puzzled by their shrinking shadows, and they decided to investigate further. Ace wondered if the sun's position had something to do with the length of their shadows. Seren pointed out that the sun was high in the sky, and maybe that was the reason for their short shadows. As they looked at their shadows, Ace and Seren realized that the sun's position was indeed the key to understanding the mystery of their shrinking shadows. Ace and Seren tilted their heads back to gaze at the sun, wondering how it affected the shadows on the ground. Ace carefully placed the stick on the ground, watching as the shadow grew longer and shorter as he moved it. Seren's eyes widened as she realized that the shadow was changing shape, and she turned to Ace with a questioning look. As they observed the shadow, Ace and Seren began to understand the magic of how it was created. As they compared their drawings, Ace and Seren noticed that their shadows changed shape and size throughout the day. Ace wondered what made his shadow look so different in the morning and afternoon. Together, they observed how their shadows stretched out across the ground, like dark mirrors of themselves. As they drew, they began to see the world in a new light, where shadows were not just dark shapes, but a reflection of the sun's gentle touch. Ace and Seren gazed up at the sun, wondering how its rays affected the world around them. As they watched, their shadows began to stretch and shrink, like dark, mysterious creatures. Ace's eyes sparkled with excitement as he realized the sun's movement was the key to understanding shadows. As their shadows merged, Ace and Seren felt a sense of unity and wonder, like they were a part of something bigger than themselves. Ace and Seren discovered that by tracking the sun's movement, they could forecast the length and shape of their shadows with remarkable accuracy. As Ace grasped the concept of shadows, his eyes sparkled with a sense of accomplishment and wonder. Together, Ace and Seren strolled through the park, analyzing their shadows and marveling at the magic of the sun's rays. As they ventured into the forest, Ace and Seren noticed their shadows dancing across the trees. Ace wondered how the trees affected the shape of his shadow, and he leaned in for a closer look. Seren's eyes sparkled as she realized that the sun's position changed the length of their shadows. As they stood together, their shadows became one, a symbol of their special bond and friendship.